Buff Nation, what is going on, guys? Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. We're not too far away against our homecoming matchup against the Baylor Bears. Excited to have conference play just a few days around the corner. A lot of good stuff, obviously, to be encouraged about from our dominating win against in-state rival little brother CSU Rams. So I thought, it's been a while since I've done a live film room with you guys. I think I got, let's see, maybe 8-9 plays or so, just wanting to highlight the run game. So, of course, you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments, whether that's on the replay or in the live stream. And after I'm done, kind of running through these plays, I can get to some of your comments on what you guys feel about this. But overall, big thing to take away is that I want to see more Micah Welch. I wouldn't mind seeing him even out there for the first drive. I doubt that happens with Dallin Hayden there, but with Micah Welch being part of that press conference this week, right? One of the two players interviewed, he says he expects to play, and all I care about is that Pat Shurmur goes with the hot hand at the running back position, and that very well could be Micah Welch. We'll show plays from Micah Welch, Isaiah Augustave, this offensive line. They deserve all the credit in the world. Again, I have loved eating my crow this week. There is no better feeling than having to eat my crow when some of these guys come out here and they just ball out of their minds. That was fantastic. So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Hopefully you enjoy this. Smash that like. We'll share this with the rest of Buff Nation. Let's get started. So, first play here. Let's take a look at, this might have been the second drive of the game, I think is when we started instituting the pistol. You'll see here, kind of a five-man box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5.5. Kind of got this safety up there. Maybe that's a linebacker. I don't know. But when you're facing a light box like this, you want to make them respect the run. You want to make them pay. And that's exactly what CU did here. I'll run the play and then we'll go back and watch it again. Oh my gosh. Look at the vision there. Now this is funny because I'm really bad at remembering what to call these run plays and whatnot. But this is the vision that I'm talking about, where I was really impressed with Micah Welch. I'm directly comparing it with looking at the vision of Javonte Williams from the Broncos, who would run straight in to the hole, not bounce this thing outside. I love to see that. Even though this thing was designed to kind of go inside, you see Phillip Houston's pulling inside. He understands where the leverage is at. And again, this is the advantage that you get running something from pistol, where Micah Welch about to get the ball, he can already see the holes developing, seeing what's what, right? Able to make a decision off of that. Instead of just going still kind of towards where that initial play was lined up to go behind Phillip Houston, he bounces this thing outside. I mean, there's just nobody there on outside contain. And then this is where having the better athletes just makes a good play great. He's able to run past everybody. Let's watch this play again. Phillip Houston out there getting wide or getting downfield, but Micah Welch says, nah, I'm going to take the easy yards right here, bouncing this thing outside. I just love that he has options. Great job right here. Tyler Brown gets a little pushed back here, but overall, it was nice to see Phillip Houston kind of get through here pretty quickly. Again, I think that's one of his strengths, being the right tackle for this team right now. And even though he's not able to touch that linebacker, still gets to that second level, I feel, fairly quickly. And very happy with this play. I think this was the first rush we saw from Micah Welch, and you're like, wow, I think there's something here, right? 331 mark. This is a play where Benson really stands out. DT2, my apologies for trolling you. You stepped up this past week, man. He did great. 2nd and 11. This is 2nd and 11, guys. Running from this formation here. See another light box. 4 down linemen, 1 linebacker there right behind him. This is where you got to just make them pay. This is, oh my gosh. This is why I'm hoping that pistol's more of our base. On a side note, I saw that Bucky was talking about how they actually didn't have any pass plays out of pistol coming into this game. First reaction to that is, one, what the hell? Why? But two, encouraging to see that Pat Shurmur, Shador drawing up pass plays out of pistol formation. So as they went throughout the game, they could pass out of that formation. You saw how beneficial it was because they still had to respect the run. So hopefully we get some pass plays out of pistol this week against Baylor, right? Good adjustment by them at the on the fly. But let's watch this. Look at Benson getting to that second level. Driving that linebacker back like 20 yards, dude. Watch it here. And Micah Welch with another nice run, just staying outside, then cutting back. Seaton getting out. I mean, isn't this beautiful stuff, guys? I love it. I mean, Benson, dude, completely takes him out of the play. Completely takes him out of the play. That's what I'm talking about. This is why I thought, man, he would make a good guard. It was great to see him come out and play like this. And then, again, just the patience, the vision with Micah Welch here. Not getting to the line too quickly, allowing guys to open up the holes, jumping right there on the backside of Seaton for a nice gain to make it a manageable 3rd and short. I love that play. Now let's get some Isaiah Augustave running at the 8:47 mark, shall we? Another 2nd and long. This one goes for a 1st down. And look at Seaton. Just take that guy out of the play. Drives him back to where, yeah, he has to make the tackle. Past the line of scrimmage. Or past the line to go. Watch it again here. Watch Seaton. Take that edge player out of the play. Isaiah Augustave just finds the hole, cuts, runs very decisively, falls forward. And with a light box like this, I mean, you got to gash him for 7-8 yards, right? That's exactly what we did the whole game. Our running backs averaged 6.2 yards a carry. Let's watch that one more time. Khalil Benson kind of helping clean up on that other side of the line. But when you're given this much, when you're given this much space out here, like, we got to make them pay, right? We got to make them pay. And that's what I love running this zone stuff. You see how they're initiating contact, how the offensive line's already moving forward. It just went to benefit them so much more than running out of gun. They're just able to push guys away. Augustave, great patience, where he doesn't cut back on that too early. I love that play. Makes me so happy. Let's get some more zone running here. The 15:55 mark. Another light box. And just running to where you got numbers. Oh my gosh. This is what I'm talking about. This is Pat Shurmur football, baby. Pat Shurmur cooking. Look at Seaton get out there, man. Look at Seaton get out there. Take that linebacker out of the play. That's right. That's right. We'll watch it again. Look at this. Look at all this space. Look at all this space. So it's just going to be basically, if everybody blocks who they should, because they're going like, all the linemen are going out. This guy's going to be free. Basically, you just need that safety to make that tackle on Welch, right? Like, you're putting him in a one-on-one situation. Oh, and he even goes back. So he's got to come up a bunch. And just a big chunk gain. I mean, this is on like 2nd and way long, like 2nd and 20, something like that. And it puts you in it's amazing when you can run the ball on 2nd 15, 2nd and 20, something crazy like that, and be in a 3rd and manageable situation, a 3rd and short. Wow, doesn't that just take so much pressure off Shurmur, off the passing game on a 3rd and long? Let's watch it again. Look at how these guys just get out, moving their feet. Beautiful. Again, guys, it just makes me so happy. I love to see these guys having great success. Look at Phillip Houston there. Look at Phillip Houston. Dude, this guy's way better than Jack Bailey. And Cleo Benson getting upfield. Again, the vision with Micah Welch, man. The vision with Micah Welch. We could have a star right here in the backfield as a true freshman. We very well could. Let's watch another zone play at the 1840 mark. Excuse me. Come on now. Okay. What do we got? A 2nd and 2? 2nd and 2.5? More light boxes, because when you got 4 wide out there, you got to respect the pass. You got to respect it, especially with the weapons we got. That's why, man, this pistol stuff is great. Oh, my gosh. And this might have been more of a zone read from Shador. Let me see. Yeah, it's hard. Sometimes I'm not the best at telling. Yeah, just reading this left end. Does he respect Shador? He does, so he hands it off. And I love the fact that I think this is Augustave here. He's just not going down after first contact. Get Benson get downfield. Get Phillip Houston. I'd love to see Benson dragging him at the end for another yard. Those are the little things, man, that I just love to see. You can tell like he's real focused. He's real in the game. Just battling every play. Like I love this type of effort from them. Good stuff. All right, I got just a few more plays. Here at the 29:30 mark, Micah Welch. This is here at the end. You know, this game's over, but still getting big chunk plays. I'm not going to apologize for that. So we got to go all the way over here. But I mean, you run right where the weak point of that line is, man. And then you're in a 3rd and manageable situation again. Look at all this space. Look at all the space. Really? Really? You're just going to leave Micah Welch running behind Khalil Benson with just a ton of green space right there? Man. When they're giving you this type of look, you just have to absolutely pay. You have to make them absolutely pay. They were daring us to run the football on 2nd and forever, and we do, and we get a forever type of gain. Yeah. Good patience. Maybe he could have hesitated for just 1 second longer so that Khalil could have gotten to that linebacker 30 a little bit better. But you love to see those guys getting downfield. And then Khalil's just right there, man, to pick him up. I want to watch that one more time. And yeah, Phillip Houston just handles that dude. 56, 58. And lastly, I shared this on Twitter. Whenever you're winning, then you can put Charlie in the game, have him clean up, and then we run out of gun. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Like, when we get their confidence going, I know that we still struggled from time to time running out of gun in this game, but I do think it's going to get better the more and more we run the football in general. And it should, in my opinion, be primarily out of the pistol right now because that's where we've had success. But then you can have Charlie run it out of gun or any running back run it out of gun and start having some success. They're developing some chemistry, some mojo on that offensive line. Again, watch Phillip Houston here. Just drive that guy out of the play. Khalil Benson helping out too. They open up just a huge hole right there for Charlie Offerdahl to get like a gain of 16. Nice little block there in chip from Savell Smalls on the pull. See 31 tight end coming in motion. I love that sort of timing because, yeah, with how this is blocked, you're leaving that end up top unblocked, but the motion, the timing of the snap allows you to get a hat on him very, very quickly. And then you see how this DB has to hesitate just because of the threat of Travis Hunter with this RPO. I guess it's more of like an RPO, yeah. But it holds him at bay enough to where Charlie's able to come out here and get a big gain. So I really do feel like it's to the advantage of our offense running pistol as our base right now. That's what I would love to see as your amateur YouTube keyboard coach. Hopefully we can build on this against Baylor. And I mean, there's just so much to be encouraged about, guys, with how this team bounced back against Colorado State. We got a better opponent we're going up against this week with Baylor, but I think that this is the type of performance, again, where your offensive line can say, yeah, Colorado State, that was the turning point for us. Our run game, that was the turning point for us. We now had belief. Well, not just belief, but we had, stats. We actually did the thing. We actually did run the ball. So now you got both things to where you can have a very firm belief that you can run the ball. So I'll get to some of your comments. Again, please like the stream. Subscribe to David Talks Buffs if you haven't yet. And I'll take some of your comments and questions here for a little bit. If you want to ensure that I read your comment, send me a super chat. Always greatly appreciate it. Mike, my favorite Cornhuskers fan. Yeah, that's right. Brasco Rascal, you got some work to do, man. If you're gonna ever pass Mike. Hope you're doing well, Mike. He says, I got Colorado struggling some, but Colorado for the win. Go Buffs. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's why it's hard for me to hate on you Nebraska Cornhuskers fans, man. All the ones I met on YouTube, you guys are great. You guys are great. But I got Colorado winning too, man. How can I not? This is going to be a better test statistically. Again, Baylor's the best defense right now in the Big 12, statistically. Now, there's a lot of reasons for that, but all to say, they're a quality opponent we're going up against this week. This is not going to be a cakewalk. We need to be better than we were against CSU, and I think we can get there. Eye candy, visuals. I feel like if they use the same formula, it should be a cakewalk. Yes. If we can run the ball like this, no doubt. We do have a better defense we're going up against, and I think that's what makes me so excited, to see how this offense performs going up against a conference opponent. Whoa, I'm getting so excited, I'm knocking my laptop all over the place. I can see CSU took another L today to CU. Oh, no. What happened, Cam? Carter, what's going on? Guys, go follow my friends at Let's Talk Buffs. Carter and Joey. Joey was on the show yesterday. We're going to have Carter on again soon. Maybe we'll do, I think we might do a post game together after Baylor, seeing how that goes. But look forward. They like to talk Buffs. And over here, we like to talk Buffs. So you're going to see more of us together. And get them to 50 subs so they can dual stream with me, guys. Just go in the search bar. All that. That's the best way you can help me out today is by getting them to 50 subs. I think they got like 30 right now or so. Stevie Davy, good to see you. Augustave looks to be going again this week. Yes. Love this. The staff is sticking with the kid. Yes. His fumble. Let's just go ahead and look at it because I actually had this timestamp because it was a really great screen. When you could start running screen plays to the running back, isn't that nice? And I think that having Phillip Houston out there helps us with just our screen game in general because he can get out there quicker than any of these guards we've been putting at tackle. 23:55. Come on. Okay. Go back a little bit. 2nd and 5. Shotgun. Trips right. Just really well executed. Oh, yeah, I guess maybe this was this more of a screen? Maybe it was more of a check down. Because, yeah, you didn't have the offensive lineman get out wide for this one. But I love his ability just to get downfield. Good blocking there. But nonetheless, I mean, we saw other plays where the offensive line was able to get out towards the sideline very quickly. Phillip Houston adds to that. But, man, I would love to see us incorporate more of these just passing plays. This is what I'm talking about, like just taking what the defense is giving you, like playing the numbers game right here. Maybe I can get my whiteboard open and give you guys some an attempt at drawing this thing up. But you got Augustave kind of run this route here, and then look, you got 1, 2, 3 guys. You got 1, 2, 3 guys out there that essentially could block. So Micah Welch or Isaiah Augustave in this situation, they're going to eat. Just as long as everybody takes care of their business, they're going to eat. They're going to get a first down, right? This is just simple number stuff. And, you go to the side of the field in which you have an advantage. This is the type of stuff that I love to see. But just got to hold on to the ball. He'll get there. And good job on Shurmur just throwing an accurate pass right there so that Augustave can just have his momentum going forward already. Yeah, I love that. Domestic Holes. Thunder and Lightning. Welsh power with Augustave speed. Isaiah is going to break a long one. He has the speed. I agree with you, man. I agree with you. Stevie's saying, honestly, I think he was still running a little timid. Hope he opens up for this week. You're talking about Micah Welch. I'm sure he's going to get more comfortable. The more we run the ball and we allow these guys to get into a rhythm, it's going to benefit everybody. I'm Water Guy. Good to see you. Question, please rank all running backs. Right now, hey, I'm just going to go by performance, man. Let's have Micah Welch number 1. Isaiah Augustave number 2. We'll see what Dallin Hayden can do, man. David, bro, clickbait titles on your videos are short-sighted. You risk alienated prospective subs. If you don't understand my sense of humor or sarcasm now, that's on you. I'm going to do me, but I will say, man, how can you not be thrilled with how Micah Welch played? His first game getting real action, running for over 7 yards a clip, man. That truly is freshman star stuff. But, hey, we're elite now. We won. That's just how it's going to be. I appreciate your concern, though. But I do this for fun. And if I'm not having fun with the content I'm making and making jokes or, blowing stuff out of proportion from time to time, then, that's not fun. I want to do that. Darren Jennings. You like Augustave. My opinion. Dallin. Stevie Davies going with Dallin, of course. Micah Welch, Isaiah, Charlie Hood. That's probably, honestly, the rotation that we should have right now. All right, just going to go through a few more of these. Hey, Shirley. Hope you're having a great day. Yeah, I'm glad that you're bringing this up, Speezy Gaming. Yeah, where Bucky was talking about how Shador drew up those pass plays out of pistol. One, that's awesome to see. Shows you his football mind. It shows Pat Shurmur's ability to adjust on the fly. Nice to see them having some camaraderie there. On the flip side, why the hell didn't we have any pass plays out of pistol, man? Why? But now we got them. Now we got them. All is good now. We got those. Let's just hope we got some more pistol pass plays this week against Baylor. Buddy, good question here. What's pistol? Let's take a look at it. We'll go to 222. So this is pistol, man. So you got the running back behind the quarterback right here. If the running back was off to the side, that would be more shotgun, right? So just a different type of gun, right? You got a little pistol. Maybe you're a little bit closer to the line than you would be in shotgun, possibly. But this is kind of a happy medium between taking a snap under center versus shotgun, and allows you to still kind of hand off, turn your back if you're the quarterback, develop some great play action looks off of that. I feel like Shador could have a lot more success just in deceiving the defense off of play action from this look, because not thrilled with how he does that action out of gun a lot of the times. And it just gives the ability for the running back to get a full head of steam going. They get their momentum to the line. They're already seeing how these blocks are coming together. So by the time they get the ball, they can be acting very quickly on, which hole they want to hit and kind of, whatnot. So, I don't really know what to draw there. So that's my explanation. You can probably find a little bit better of an explanation from some of the true video gurus. Buffed and Prime, I'm sure, has a lot of content around the advantages that you get running out of pistol. But again, as you can see here, it just allows Micah Welch to get to the line with a full head of steam, because you're already taking that ball with the momentum towards the line. See, instead of having to grab the ball and then start running. I just like that look. And again, if you're a Broncos fan, the Broncos ran primarily out of pistol in that last year with Peyton Manning and Gary Kubiak, because originally Kubiak wanted to run a lot of stuff under center to get the run game going. It just wasn't going. And so later in the year, whether it was Brock Osweiler or Peyton Manning, they're running a lot of looks out of pistol because Peyton Manning's more comfortable taking those types of snaps, like shotgun type snaps, but we need to emphasize the run game more. We weren't running it nearly effectively enough just purely out of gun. And it's a really good look. And I don't think it's a coincidence that you've seen that pistol be used so much more often, I feel like, in college football, over the last 10 years, because it does give you some advantages rather than running strictly out of the gun. Yeah, no hate on Charlie, but these running backs are more talented. Yes. My criticism, Charlie's nothing personal. Even though sometimes, I like to make fun of the situation. That's just what it is. This is a results-oriented business. You got guys who are paid millions of dollars to coach this team, right? Bring us wins. You got players that are paid, all this sorts of stuff. It is just a results-oriented business. Right now, we got some guys that are better than him. Rich, it seems like you got a question for me. We'll get to the last one. Bro, who's your best lineman on defense? That's a good question. Right now, I've probably been most impressed with Chidozie Nwankwo. It was a shame that we weren't able to see him play against CSU. But I would go with him right now. And then I've also been very impressed with Deion Hayes as well as BJ Green. I think that those three are probably our top three linemen right now. And shocker, they were like considered the best players transferring in here on the defensive line. Imagine how that works out. Buddy, this show is better than the crap you got, the Broncos show you got. See, this is what I don't understand, buddy. You give me great comments on here, but then you're just trolling me on my Broncos channel. What's up with that? But when you're ready to not troll me on the Broncos channel, I'll unblock you. It's all love though, man. Carter, thank you, David. Absolutely. We're going to do some fun stuff together. I'm going to have to show Rawhide this stuff. I'm going to do a show with Rawhide. I just texted him this afternoon. We're going to get together at noon Mountain on Friday. So y'all be on the lookout for that. You should teach Rawhide and his panel or haters how to see and break down film. He never shows anything like this. Oh man, I need to be tuning into the panels. I just haven't had time with the move and everything. But hey, they just need to tune in here, right? Man, but you crack me up, Texas Truth. I gotta read this. Rawhide and them work in hypotheticals. They don't want to work with empirical evidence. I'm gonna have to show this to Keith, man. I love having Rawhide on, but yeah, sometimes, man, those panels can they can get out of whack, man. Again, I'll say this again. I've said this all the time, man. It's like we've been doing the panels for like a year and a half now, and we're still having the same conversations. We still got the same takes. It's like we don't learn at all. Baron W. Really enjoy the breakdowns. Absolutely. I love doing it when you guys can tune in here live as well. Again, sorry I haven't done one of these live in a while. Solid Gold. Good to see. When are you starting your YouTube channel, man? I've always been fair. I stand on business. Shiloh asked J5 playing good. Hopefully he keeps it going. The weakest position on the team is the DNs. As crazy as that sounds when I first read it, Solid, I mean, I'm trying to think, like, it's either that or the interior D-line, because the linebackers have actually been a great surprise this year, and the secondary, you can't knock the secondary. They haven't even given up a touchdown this year. The defense overall has just vastly improved. I know I saw some Baylor content creators that are still kind of hating on our defense. That's okay. They will learn. They will learn. Our defense is going to come to play against Baylor. No doubt. But I still don't understand the Shiloh hate. But hey, how about Carter Stoutmeyer, baby? How about Carter Stoutmeyer? How about Carter Stoutmeyer? And J5, let me talk about Jimmy Horn, man. He's been one of my favorite stories this year. Another guy I'm just eating crow on. Happily. Love to see him not only bouncing back, but I feel like even having a better year start to his year than what we saw last year. Buddy, the show is great. I actually learned something. I'm going to watch it again and give it a like. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely, buddy, man. Appreciate you coming in here, man. And again, get into my good graces. Maybe I'll unblock you for the Broncos channel, but it's all good fun. Yeah, does anybody got any more comments on this? Otherwise, I might just wrap this up and get back to work here. What's up, Captain Dave and chat fam? Radio Pastor, thank you for praying for our Buffs. We're going to need the prayers on Saturday going against the Baylor Bears. And I did bring this up before I get to your comment about how Baylor keeps their bears in cages on campus. We let Ralphie roam throughout the week out in Longmont or wherever on the Front Range. She has a real life, right? Baylor did tell me, one of the Baylor fans did chime in on Twitter yesterday and tell me that they're actually like one of the few schools accredited as like officially accredited as like a real zoo. That's kind of cool. But, zoos, they're kind of going out of fashion now, man. It's like captivity, not as cool. All I'm saying is, man, let the bears roam. I mean, where are they going to go in Waco, man? Where are they going to go? But anyways, Radio Pastor, what's up, Captain Dave and chat fam? Enjoying the content as usual. Great show with Joey Richards. Keep blessing us. Yes, 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 yes. Got more great stuff coming with Let's Talk Buffs. We've been talking about it for a very long time, and glad that it's just happened to where we can finally start making some content together. And I think they should have a website up at some point. Hopefully I can contribute to that as well. Nick, TBR, McKinney's playing well. Our whole secondary is playing well, but I've been very impressed with McKinney and Hodge. So I don't mind the man coverage stuff too much. Of course, you got to mix that up so that you're not always just getting beat with those man beater route combinations, those crossers and mesh and different things like that. But overall, like, the secondary's been great. The linebackers, probably the biggest surprise of this year, I feel like, is how much improved the linebacker play just in general has been this year. Again, credit to Coach Hart, man. I said that this guy was going to have to start learning FCS soon. If they continue to play like this, there's no way. I want Coach Hart sticking around. I want him in season 4. You got to keep him in season 4. Yep, you can actually learn something on the show, not just a bunch of hypocrites. Man, it's so funny. You guys are always trolling Raw. I think it's Isis. Maybe he was in here with a comment earlier. I think it's him who just hates Rawhide, man. It's so funny. I'm like, why are you always watching my show with Rawhide if you don't like it? But yeah, we need to call PETA on Baylor. Good old, some fat, fan rivalry type of stuff. Don't poison the bear. The bear did nothing wrong in this situation, but we can call PETA. But the Texas Truth, you're absolutely right. Those bears look miserable in that cage. Always just laid out when I saw them. Yes, I've been to Baylor's campus once many years ago, and yeah, they just look sad, man. What's my score prediction for the Baylor game? I will give that live in my score prediction with Russ tonight on Buffs Blitz at 7 Mountain Time. I usually just make it up on the fly as we go, so I need to think about it a little bit more, Radio Pastor, but I got us getting the victory. I think we're about a 1.5, 2-point favorite right now with Vegas. I think that's fair, but one encouraging thing is that we did cover the spread last week. Can we do it 2 weeks in a row? I'll leave you with a little bit of a teaser, but I'm going to say yes. How do you feel about our special teams so far? That's a great question. Let me think about it. Kicking ass. One of my worst takes of this year is saying that Mata could get on an all Big 12 team. And part of that was because, again, I don't watch a ton of the practice footage and stuff, so I don't know if they've been showing it. But I just assumed that this guy was going to be able to come into the season with his kicks being lifted, right? We saw first couple of weeks, man, that wasn't happening. He got one that was blocked that was totally on him, in my opinion, not the line. And we saw him miss one, a 44-yarder, I think it was. Plenty of leg, and he did lift it, which was encouraging. But he missed it. So right now, Mata gets this game to kind of prove himself. But I think if he misses another one, let's just see what one of these big leg kickers we got, what they can do. Whether that's Stojanovic, Gerlach, heck, it's even got me wondering if we should see Jace Feely again. Like, that's how inconsistent it is. In conference play, you can't leave points off the board like what our kicking game has done. So, punting, Mark Vassett has not been good to start the year. I think he had a couple good punts in the second half, if I remember correctly, against CSU. But I expect more from him, man. I really do. So I think our kicking and punting game has been weak. I want to see it improve, but we haven't given up big returns or anything like that. that I can remember. So that's good. At least the coverage has been nice. Coverage was terrible last year. What are these? Oh, man. I want to see that true freshman kicker. Yeah, we're talking about Gerlach from Boulder. I want to see him too. Or Stojanovic. Is that his name? Stojakovic? Something like that. I mean, both these guys have been kicking 60-yarders in practice against air. Not B. U. Dussy. Dave, you crazy. What? What does this mean? Dussy. Am I getting myself in trouble by saying that word here on YouTube? We're just going to have to see. Thoughts on Coach Prime not knowing it might rain by game time? It was entertaining. It was an entertaining response. Hopefully, I don't know, man. I don't have much of a response. I didn't know that it was going to rain. Now we all know. I just hope that if it's raining, we're not throwing the ball 40, 50 times. Let's run the ball, baby. Let's run the ball. Yeah, that's right. Coach Prime made Feely attempt that 60-yard field goal. Neither of them were going to make it. That was so wrong of him, man. It was so wrong of him. You might as well have thrown that Hail Mary or whatever, right? All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I will be back. Dude, I don't even know. I'm going to be back at 7 Mountain with Russ. We're going to preview Baylor. And I actually did my preview work on Baylor for the most part. I've watched a little bit of them. Of course, you guys are somewhat familiar if you've been on the streams that, statistically, they performed very, very well. They've handled business. Just like people say, well, CSU's a bad team. They've played some bad teams, and they've handled business as they should have, like a good football team should handle business. So if we've handled business, you got to give them credit for them handling business on their end too against their weaker opponents. So anyways, guys, I'll be back in a few hours. Thank you again so much for tuning in. Please go subscribe to Let's Talk Buffs. Let's get that channel rolling, guys, because you're going to see more from us collaborating together. So thank you guys so much. Let's get that run game going. Go Buffs.